Hello and welcome to the Cosmic Energy Navigation Forecast for the week of May 24th through May 30th. I am Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck. Today I'd like to invite you to choose one card from 1 to 6, and I will show you each card. Whichever card resonates with you, I recommend that be the card. That would be the card that's going to help navigate through your astrological forecast, which will be available on Monday, May 25th. Your first card, your second card, the third card, the fourth card, the fifth card, and the sixth card. So there's your 6 cards. Now, whichever one had actually resonated with you, please pick a card. And again, that card is going to help you navigate through the Cosmic Energy Astrological Forecast that will be available on May 25th, 2020. So let's dive right into it. Your very first card, which happens to be in reverse. And we're starting off the week, obviously, with a reverse card, which means a little bit of resistance. The message, if you chose the first card, is about a new beginning. So this week, there's something new coming in for you. A new door is going to open, a new opportunity is coming in. This is the universe letting you know that something new is happening. Now, the chakra associated is the crown chakra. So it is really about allowing the portal to open. And we just came from this amazing new moon in Gemini just a couple of days ago. So the portals are open for new opportunities. And we've also just recently moved into Gemini energy as of May 21st. So a lot of new beginnings occurring for those of you who chose the very first card. Your number is 10. So letting you know that there's new opportunities, also a new way of looking at things and stepping into your leadership role and being more independent this week. The 0 is representing the potentials and choices you have that you can be making. You're not limited to one way of doing things. There are many ways you could do things. It's up to you to see those opportunities. So if you chose the very first card, this is your card, but know that this card's in reverse. So the energy is a little bit of resistance because you're probably sensing and feeling, how can anything be new right now? How can any doors open up when we're in the COVID-19? Anything is possible when the universe is involved. So be open-minded and step into that new opportunity and connecting with your higher self so you can create new opportunities for yourself this week. Second card, for those who chose, this card's also in reverse. So if you chose this one, it's all about success, but you're resisting it. And again, I think a lot of it has to do with just not feeling as though anything is going to go forward, or how can you be successful in this quarantine time, this time of pausing. But you can be successful. This is a great opportunity for you to use this time that you have where you might be at home. Use this time to do something that's going to implement some success into your life. The chakra associated is the solar plex. So it is really about trusting the process, trusting that you're exactly where you need to be, and that you are definitely surrounded by success. You just need to go inward to notice it. Your number is 8. So there is a lot of abundance around you, and the abundance surrounds you with harmony and balance as well. And that's what that card's all about. So knowing that you definitely have success in your path. So if you chose the second card, know that there is success in your path this week. You just have to trust the process, which is where the resistance is coming from. Third card. If you've chosen the third card, this card is also in reverse. Seems like all the cards are in reverse this week. Probably just because there's a lot of resistance on how can anything move forward if we are in this quarantine period of pausing. If you chose the third card, awesome card to be showing up this week. It's about karmic completion. Something is coming to an end. As I mentioned before, we've just shifted over from coming out of Taurus energy and moving into Gemini energy. Gemini is ruled by the Mercury planet, which is all about communication. And when you think about a karmic cycle coming to an end, possibly means that you might be exchanging some forgiveness with somebody. So think of it as that way. Your chakra associated is the root chakra. So how can you find some balance in completing a cycle of karmic energy? and that balance can help you feel more grounded as well. So know that the number 1 means there's a new beginning, a new cycle happening as you go through the karmic completion. And your card is in reverse. So know that even though the card's in reverse and you're resisting some karmic changes, be mindful that we do have Saturn in retrograde right now, and Saturn is actually the planet of karmic energy where you might be evaluating your boundaries, your limitations, whatever guilt you might be holding on to. So this is your week to release that, should you have chosen the 3rd card. Okay, 4th card, and I think this one's in reverse as well. Of course it is. So if you chose the 4th card, this is your week for a rebirth. And as mentioned just a second ago, a lot of the resistance is showing up because of the ways the cards are showing. It's definitely reason to feel resistance, because you might feel as though you're just in a standstill, which you really are. You're in a pause. You're in a space of pausing. And your rebirth is really about our Pluto retrograde. Pluto is the planet of endings and transformations, which leads into a rebirth. In fact, all the planets that are retrograde right now, which is Pluto, Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter, can definitely live up to a rebirth for you. So if you've chosen the 4th card, know that this week you're really going to feel as though things are somewhat, like I like to say, falling out of place, falling apart, but that's only because things are actually falling back into the right place. And using your heart chakra to allow you to step into that space of feeling more self-care and self-love. And what does that look like for you as you step into your rebirth? Perhaps you're going to be doing things a lot differently for yourself than you did before. Your number is 2 and 1. The 2 is the partnership that you are going to have and peeling off the old layer of you as you move into this new version of who you are. The 1 is about doing things differently, a new way of doing it. And that brings you into your 3 energy, which is about creating this new version of you with the help of the universe as you undergo your rebirth. So 4th card is all about rebirth, and yes, it's in resistance, but it's very important for you to hear this. Also understand, guys, that when the cards are showing up in reverse, besides it being resistance, it's also a really important message for you to hear this week. So when the cards show up in reverse, do not say say because it's really important for you to hear that, whether it's the first card that you have a new beginning coming in. That's a very powerful message because it's in reverse. So the universe really wants you to pay attention to something new that's going to be taking place. Same concept goes for the success, that if you chose the 2nd card, you have success coming in this week. The 3rd card is all about the karmic completion. So there's some sort of karmic cycle going to change this week for you, a completion. Same goes for the rebirth card, that this is your week to have a rebirth. This is your week to really peel that layer and really step into that expression of the caterpillar in the cocoon moving to become a butterfly eventually. Well, that's the rebirth. That is your rebirth that's taking place this week for you. So do not frown upon cards that show up in reverse. Be excited about it. Our 5th card that's showing up, also in reverse, and this is about higher education. So if you chose the 5th card, perhaps you're sitting here evaluating wanting to get a higher education. And you're in the space of saying, well, how on earth is that going to happen? Everything is in quarantine right now. You could still go and get a higher education. This is actually a perfect time to go and get a higher education because you can gain anything through online. So do not resist it. So if you've chosen the 5th card, what avenue in your life can you look into for a higher education? Is it in reference to getting a master's degree? Is it in reference to just earning more knowledge from a CU course? Where can your higher education come from? And perhaps it's something you've been thinking about, but keep putting it off. The chakra associated is the heart center. In regards to, this is about how this will bring more excitement, more joy into your life by getting a higher education. This higher education is not about the ego. This is really about how it's going to serve you on a higher level. The numbers are 3 and 6. 3 is about what it is you're creating based on this higher education. The 6 is about how this is going to help you heal. Not heal in reference to a medical issue, but heal in reference to how you feel about yourself. Feeling more complete, feeling more satisfied, feeling more accomplished. Bringing you into a 9 energy, which is all about the completion. So when you do go into a higher education, you're completing some sort of level of education that you feel you want to complete. So that's a powerful card. Yes, it is in reverse. All our cards so far in reverse. Let's see what happens to number 6. If you chose the 6th card, yes, that's in reverse as well. This is all about a career change. So if you chose the 6th card, this is your week to focus in on changing your career. Perhaps you've really came to the conclusion that your 9-to-5 job is done because of the COVID-19. You're obviously not going to be going back in that direction. So what career can you be moving into? And that's why there's a little resistance, because you're just unsure. And use your third eye. Connect with your third eye. Your third eye allows you to connect with your higher self. So if you're really not sure what that new career might look like for you, sit quietly and ask your higher self, where am I supposed to be going on my next journey in my career? And see what shows up. That could be one of the reasons why these cards are the way they are, where before we go into that, the 7 energy is all about how you are reflecting, you are analyzing, you're really soul searching at this point in regards to where is your career going to be once we start moving back in to a new direction. And when we think about all these cards, I mean, we end off with the 6th card being career change. We start off with a new beginning. And in between all that, we have success, we have karmic completion, we have a rebirth coming in, and higher education. So these cards really do tell an amazing story when you bring them together. And again, how this works, how we play here, is you're choosing one card for 1 to 6. That card's going to be your card to guide you through your cosmic energy astrological forecast. That's going to be your GPS card to give you a more detailed understanding to your forecast for the week. But all 6 cards do come together to tell you a story. And it is a beautiful story because it's letting you know, when you bring these 6 cards in, that yes, you are undergoing a major rebirth at this point. You have shredded karmic energy that no longer serves, which brings you into a new beginning, which allows you to venture into a new career, perhaps needing a higher education to get that new career, but it's going to lead into success. See how I worked those cards in together? So again, you could play with it any way you want. In reference, starting off with a karmic completion. Something is coming to an end, and that's going to help you have a rebirth. That rebirth is going to give you some new beginnings. The new beginnings may very well lead into a higher education. That higher education is going to help you change your career. Changing your career brings success into your life. See how all 6 cards come together? It's an amazing forecast for this week. So again, whichever card you chose, use that card as your navigation card for the week. And I look forward to sharing the Cosmic Energy Astrological Forecast shortly. It will be available to you on Monday, May 25th on my YouTube channel, where you are finding it right here. So I am Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I look forward to sharing with you each and every week our navigation forecast leading into astrological forecast. Have a blessed day and enjoy your week. Bye-bye for now.